Every place has a history. Every headline has a past. Every generation inherits a story. Welcome to Simply History. I'm your host, Mr. Robbins. Let's find out how we got here. This episode is called Before America, a Continent of Nations. And we are beginning before 1491, before Columbus, before Jamestown, and long before anyone imagined a country called the United States. North America was already home to hundreds of independent native nations. They spoke different languages, followed different traditions, and organized different governments. So our essential question is, how did geography influence the development of native societies before European contact? Different environments encourage different ways of life. Native societies adapted to their environments and then used technology, agriculture, and engineering to transform those environments. We begin in the Southwest. This region includes deserts, high plateaus, and river valleys where rainfall can be limited. Southwestern peoples developed irrigation canals and reservoirs. At places such as Chaco Canyon and Mesa Verde, the architecture reveals extensive knowledge of construction and resource management. Scarce water encouraged irrigation, which supported agriculture, leading to settled communities. The buildings themselves are material primary sources. They allow us to ask what materials were available. How was labor organized? Chaco became an important regional center connected through trade. Modern Pueblo peoples continue to regard Chaco as an important ancestral and spiritual place. Human ingenuity created the response to geography. The interior West presents two related but distinct patterns. On the Great Plains, grasslands supported bison. Before horses, people hunted on foot through coordinated drives. Move west into the Great Basin, and the environment was drier. Many communities responded by forming smaller groups and moving seasonally. This flexibility became the most effective survival strategy. These artifacts are material primary sources. A basket can tell us what people gathered. A bison bone deposit can reveal communal hunting practices. Mobility was not a sign that people lacked organization. Mobility was the organization. Flexibility allowed survival where resources were scattered. The Pacific Northwest offers almost the opposite pattern. Dense cedar forests and abundant ocean resources like salmon runs provided enormous amounts of food. Nations, including the Tlingit and Haida, developed permanent settlements without relying on extensive agriculture. Cedar was used for plank houses, canoes, and tools. Abundance led to prosperity. Archaeological remains of houses and canoes are material primary evidence. The current College Board framework identifies this as a region where ocean resources supported settled communities without widespread farming. Remember, permanent settlement does not always require farming when an environment is this abundant. The eastern woodlands stretched across forests, rivers, and the Atlantic coastline. Communities practiced mixed economies, farming, hunting, and fishing. The three sisters, corn, beans, and squash, were grown together in an agricultural system where each plant contributed something useful. In the north, shorter growing seasons made hunting especially vital. The Haudenosaunee Confederacy united 5 nations, while allowing each to maintain its own identity. This political organization helped it become a major power. Primary sources like wampum belts remind us that historical records are not limited to writing. Buildings, oral traditions, and landscapes all preserve evidence of the past. Now we arrive at Cahokia, one of the most important urban centers in pre-contact North America. Intensive maize agriculture produced a surplus, supporting a large population. Cahokians constructed monumental earthen mounds for political and religious purposes. Cahokia demonstrates that large, organized urban societies developed north of Mexico long before European colonization. Now it is your turn to reason like a historian. For each landscape, ask 5 questions. What food would be available? Would people move seasonally? What materials could they use to build? Could farming develop? What goods might they trade? Let's try it with a few environments. Before we build our final argument, let's collect the major terms. Maize cultivation supported settlement. Desert culture describes seasonal mobility. The Haudenosaunee Confederacy was a powerful political alliance. And remember, adapt and transform. Native peoples didn't just accept environments, they reshaped them. So, how did geography influence native societies? Before European contact, native peoples developed diverse societies by adapting their economies and technologies to North America's environments. But geography did not write the entire story. Human choice, innovation, and politics produced this extraordinary diversity. I'm Mr. Robbins, and this has been Simply History.